Guys, welcome to Team Calamity's deck profile. What I'm actually bringing you today is a new creation, because Opus 4 just came out. It is Lightning Ice Tempo featuring this guy. When I saw this guy, I just thought it was incredible. So I built the deck around him, so I'm just going to show you it, and you get to see kind of how powerful it is. Just finished local here at Calamity Comics, going undefeated. It's pretty good, enjoyed it, so I'll show you the deck. So first things first, free Mecha Chocobo. If you don't know what it is, basically when it swings, you get to break a Dole forward cost 4 or less. It can't be touched by summons, but if he does get blocked, he dies. The nice thing about it though is, when he swings, you still get to kill something regardless of if they've got a forward up to block it. So you can kind of suicide in, but you still get to take something with it, so it's 1 for 1. But the ideal scenario is you don't let it get killed. The fact it's immune to summons is fantastic. It can't be sheathed, can't be Odin'd. Fantastic card overall. It's kind of the main centerpiece of the deck. It just allows the Dole to become removal. So, next thing, one of the best cards in the game, and still one of the best cards in the game, Alcid. It's just powerful removal. It especially works well with Rigdea, because Rigdea gets to Dole something, so you can drop Alcid, drop Rigdea, kill a forward, dull another one, Mecha Chocobo swing, kill that one too. Silly combos, but overall it's just, you're accelerating your board, you're killing theirs. It's a fantastic card, and it's searchable in the colours that I play. Yep, so it just goes on, so free Onion Knight, free Rigdea, standard Alcid Engine, free Ammon. Yeah, I mean, best Dole card in the game. Use Red Mage with it as well, give it haste, so it gets to Dole 2 things on the same turn it comes out. When you're playing a Dull Engine, you should be playing free Ammon. There's nothing more to say on that. Next thing, Genesis. Fantastic card, gets Dull and Freeze when it enters the board. And when it deals damage, you get to discard one at their hand. Not a lot of people expect it when you've got Red Mage as well. So you can always Dull and Freeze something, and then hit them and take a card out of their hand. Next is free Rare Lightning. So the reason why I play this is I also play Mog in my backups, so I can search both Rigdea and Lightning. It's obviously got haste, so it's nice when your opponent's not expecting it. Also Dole something when it comes in, Devoutable as well. So if you've got Mecha Chocobo on board, you can actually start really aggressively. You can play turn 1 Mecha Chocobo, follow it up with this if they play a forward, start breaking their stuff, get him for 2 points of damage. It's a really aggressive card. The 4000 power does let it down, but a lot of the time it doesn't actually meet a forward in battle. Next thing, 2 Vein. So it all just is, you've got all bases covered. So if you've got 5 drops there because you can't deal with them with Mecha Chocobo or Odin, you need to just keep them down. It's nice to hit off Gramis because you can search for it, and also it's a devout target. It's it's just covering all your bases so that there's nothing that kind of interrupts you or forces you into a position you don't want to be in. It's also quite handy for Gramis if you need an ice card. You can always fetch this and then discard it for ice CP. And the last 2 forwards, 2 Legendary Emperor. Now the reason for this is this deck is extremely weak to monsters. The reason for this is when Mecha Chocobo swings, they can just activate a monster and block you, and it will die. You need to prevent that from happening. So you generally want to play this guy to stop that from happening. That's it really. I mean, it stops nasty things like Oracle or reactivation stuff. It's just, it just stops all the nasties coming out. It's a devout target. It's got to be played, otherwise monsters will just kind of ruin your day. Yeah, I wouldn't play anything else over it. You really kind of need it. So that is all the forwards. So we'll move on to the summons next. So pretty easy. Free Odin, free Shiva. So Odin's to deal with surprise blockers, so if they reactivate something you're not expecting, or deal with your opponent's Emperors as well. Just, it's nice removal to have. I did try out Dragon, I didn't like it. The main reason is that you're basically, with it on the board, you're telling your opponent you've got an Odin, which is not where you want to be. Shiva, again, instant speed, dole things down that surprise blocks, or just remove 2 forwards so your Mecha Chocobo can just swing through. You know, it's absolutely great removal, and you know, it's absolutely cool to play at the end of their turn, just to free up yours and to start swinging through. So yeah, absolutely love both cards. Now, monsters themselves, all I play is free Ghoul. Didn't get to use much with it. It's nice there because it's instant speed dulling, but it's just an extra option. If I see it kind of early, I'll generally discard it, but it was nice to have on board because I could just use my backup CP without spending any cards from my hand, like a summon or anything like that, and just dull it down to remove something from the battle, or do it at the end of my turn to dull something, and then at the beginning of my turn dull something else. It was nice just to remove it, and it allowed Mecha Chocobo to swing through. Again, it deals with surprise blockers, especially things like Scarmaglione, stuff like that. It was okay. I only got to use it a couple of times. I'd say it's still worth an inclusion though. So that's it for the monsters. You don't generally want to play too many of them though, because it starts ruining up your tempo. So, we'll get to the backups. 3 red mage. Still one of the best backups in the game. Give things haste when they're not expecting it. Great turn is going this turn 1 into turn 2 Gramis, because that gives you your Alcid or your Vayne, and it also gives you the facility to do the haste as well. A lot of people don't expect it when they attack in, but you can go Mecha Chocobo, give it haste, swing in, break something, and they're left scratching their head wondering what just happened. As well as previously mentioned Genesis as well, give it haste, swing in, do combat damage. There's a lot of tricks. Ammon as well, dull something in their turn, give it haste, dull something else. You know, it's you kind of pray for this in your opening hand. It's kind of the ideal 2-drop backup to get. Next one is 2 Jill. So I have a love-hate relationship with this card because I generally open it as my opening 2-drop backup. I hit it generally off the EX burst more, and it kind of forces your opponent into an awkward position. But it's nice to have with all the dulling inside. You can just freeze 2 things down for the turn. Yeah, and the Sadistic Surge is alright. I generally don't use it. It's more hit off the EX burst or play it kind of when your opponent's got a full board. You know, it could be replaced with other bits, but you know, I was happy with its kind of performance, so it can stay in for now. The next one is something that I actually tested for this tournament. It's S for Soldier. The reason why I put this in is because I wanted to have an answer to things like the Emperor, so the Mecha Chocobo could get through, so I wasn't relying on different bits. I just wanted to have all parts covered so I could actually dull things. The nice thing about this card is if you play Mecha Chocobo really early, you can play this down to dull your opponent's forward, attack, and you've accelerated your board and killed their forward. So, you know, I only got to use it a few times. It may go out, depending if there's something better, but it did alright, it did its job. Next thing is 3 Gramis. Now, 3 may seem like a lot, but the reason why I play 3 is just consistency. I want to see this turn 2 a lot of the time, because it searches both Alcid and it searches Vayne as well. So the nice thing is I can, as I said earlier, I can get Vayne for ICP if I need it, if I need to play a Devout or whatever, or I just grab Alcid. You can start putting pressure on them with like lightning, rare lightning, attack them, and they're forced to play a forward so that you can now Alcid. So yeah, Alcid is just an amazing card. You just, you know, the fact that you can search it out, both pieces, both Rigdia and Alcid with this deck is absolutely bonkers. But yeah, I just want to see it every game because it combos with Red Mage as well. The next 2 things, just mention it, Mog. Only played 2 of these ones because it's not as important as the Gramis. With this, Rigdia and Lightning are the only targets. So you can grab Rigdia to combo with your Alcid if you need it, if you need a second piece. Or you can grab Lightning just for that haste and dull. Either are good suggestions because it can grab, obviously it's a nice backup, but you can grab a Lightning card. You know, absolutely great. It's mostly I just grab Redeer with it. This one was a bit of a strange one because I didn't know how the meta was going to play out. I don't think I successfully broke anything with this card, so I may end up just dropping it because it just doesn't seem like it's doing much. I'd put it in there just because in case I found things that I would possibly need to break. But yeah, I absolutely broke nothing with the whole tournament, so it will more than likely go out. And the last 3 is Devout. The kind of whole deck is based around this card. Nearly everything has got an enter the board ability. You've got Genesis, you've got Ammon, you've got just things that would be absolutely annoying, so Devouting in a Mecha Chocobo, give it haste, swing and break something. It's just always keeping ahead on board. Grab Lightning, you can bring back Al Cid if you've got an Onion Knight or a Redeer in your hand, and an Al Cid combo there. It's just got so many combos with it. You know, you should be playing free Devout in this deck just because everything, like I say, has an end of the board ability. So there you go, that is all 50 cards. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, it went undefeated. I don't think I took more than 3 or 4 damage any game, and that's even when my opponent opened quite aggressively. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe the video, and yeah, stay tuned for more deck profiles. Cheers, guys.